You're listening to the Spark Your Light podcast, where my mission is to help you create a life that sparks the light inside of you. And this is episode 286, a foolproof method for manifesting your goals. This episode is for you if you are just so ready to achieve your goals and you love all things manifestation. Then you're ready. You're ready for this concept. And it's not going to be anything you've never heard before. We're going to say that from the very beginning. But if you grasp this and apply it, I am 100% certain that you will achieve your goals. There might be some work required in order to fully apply it. But if you do it, everything will change. And I know this because anytime I've done this, anytime that I can honestly, truly say I've done this, I have achieved whatever it is I wanted, period. So here's the method. The method is to fully, with 100% confidence, believe that you are going to achieve whatever the goal is. See yourself having it. To be at the place mentally where you can't imagine yourself not achieving the goal. You just can't imagine it. And if you want to achieve a certain goal by a certain timeline, like I want to do this thing this year, then that you 100% know already inside that you're going to do it. That's the foolproof method. It is 100% certainty that you're going to have it. So then the question becomes, well, how do you get to that place? That's the work. The work is getting yourself to a place where you know it's going to happen, where there's not a doubt in your mind, where you're not nervous about it, where it doesn't matter if it looks like it's working or not, if it looks like it's happening or not, because you just know. Why? This is not having your head in the clouds or being crazy. This is manifestation. You get yourself to that place in a couple of different ways. Ultimately, you are not willing to take no for an answer. Meaning, part of the reason why you are so confident that you are going to achieve this thing is because, number one, you believe you're in control of it. That's huge. Anytime I felt like I'm in control of achieving my goal, not something outside of me, I have been so much more likely to achieve it. Now, we could always find things outside of us and we could always use them as excuses, right? So, like so many times in business, I felt like, well, I can't achieve my goal because I'm not in control of whether or not someone else hires me. But what am I in control of? How many people do I get in front of? How many events am I pitching, right? I'm in control of so many things. And I'm in control of enough things that can control the outcome. I truly believe that I can create the outcome I want with time, energy, and effort. Now, sometimes there have been goals that I haven't hit. I do not hit all my goals for sure. Maybe because I needed more time for that thing, right? I've been doing this work for almost a decade now. It hasn't just been overnight. But I've committed to it. And that's the key. It's that relentless commitment. Other things that I've done to help get myself to a place where I fully believe and see that it's happening. Being able to see one or many pathways for how it could happen. And this is actually something from the hope theory by psychologist Snyder, Dr. Snyder. And this is something I've done some research on in writing my keynote and working on my book about hope. But when we see different pathways, like a possible way that we can achieve a goal, that's what actually creates hope. One of the ways we create hope. And that is something that has helped me in believing and getting myself to this mental place of I am 100% going to achieve my goal. So sometimes I map out what it might look like. Like, for example, with a business goal, I might map out, okay, I need, to do this many speeches this year or whatever it is. I need to sell this many books, right? I need to do X, Y, or Z. And you can kind of map out what it might look like. And you can do this with any goal. Work backwards and map it out. Does it mean that it's going to go this way? Probably not. It doesn't have to. In fact, that's not your job. In manifestation, people always say like you're not in control of the how. But sometimes seeing possible ways that it can come to fruition can create enough of that hope to the place where you believe it can happen. And that's the key. So that's been something that's helpful for me. Taking back my power. Self-confidence is another big piece here. If you don't believe that your best is good enough, you can believe that you're going to give your best, but if you don't believe your best is good enough, you're not going to have that 100% confidence. So building that self-confidence is part of your work. Anything that you can do to help yourself believe it. I do a lot of visualization, and that really helps. Visualizing it's happened. See yourself there. What does it feel like? Really getting excited about that vision. Anything you can do to connect with that version of you that already has it. Once you can get yourself to a place of, I am fully in control of achieving this goal. I am willing to do what it takes. I am not willing to take no for an answer. Even if that means I have to go above and beyond, take massive action, whatever it requires of me, I'm all in on it. And I believe so much that I'm going to have it. I actually can't imagine a future that I won't. If you get yourself to that place, 100%, you're going to achieve it. That is manifestation. That is believing it before you see it. That's everything we're trying to create. So all of your work is getting yourself to that place. And some of the things I mentioned are great suggestions, and they're things that have worked for me. But ultimately, your job is to figure out what is standing between you and that feeling right now. I want you to take some time, journal on it, start to get clear on exactly what is holding you back from that feeling. And then once you get clear on that, your job is to spend as much energy as possible pouring into that to get yourself to that place. And once you do, everything will change. It is so powerful, and there is absolutely nothing stopping you from manifesting everything you want. So I'm so excited for you. I love the feeling that you just know it's going to happen. And I love it even more when it's something that other people don't know is going to happen. Like it's easy to feel that way when it's something that everyone knew was going to happen. But when it's something that feels like a stretch goal, but you know it's going to happen, and you feel the certainty, and you feel the spark, and you feel the motivation, and then it happens, and you're just like, of course, I knew this was going to happen. That's it. That's the key. And when we can just get ourselves to that place as often as possible around everything we want, we create everything we want. There's nothing stopping us. But that's the work. So you now know what you need to do. It's time to dig in. Thanks so much for tuning into today's episode. I hope you have an amazing week, and I will catch you in the next episode.